Hey everybody, welcome to the Veggie Bob podcast. This is now episode 8 in our series. This is 8. Episode 8.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I swear you said 8 before. I literally just watched you unless that was a testing.
That was just a testing.
Oh.
Yeah, this is episode 8. I think I know,
I don't know,
right?
man.
It is. But anyways, I'm Jimmy. This is my lovely wife, Bianca, also known as Precious. And today we're going to get back on track with, relationships. In this case, marriage relationships. And I want to go back to, how we love each other. How do you love each other in your relationships with your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, significant other? We love each other the biblical way. Well, these are one of the verses that I grew up with, right? We always hear this verse, but then I think as you grow older, it means more and more, and you learn how to apply it better and better, right? So the verse I'm talking about is 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 to 7. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it starts off with, love is patient, love is kind. It is, I'm actually looking at my Bible there. But I do know the first part. It is, love is patient, love is kind. It is not envious. It is not jealous, boastful, or proud. And then it's not rude. It doesn't demand its own way. It's not irritable. And it keeps no record of being wronged. Oof, I love that one. I think we do that very well in our relationship.
Yeah.
What? I don't keep any record of you doing wrong. I hope you don't keep any record of doing, me doing wrong to you. I hope not, because I don't keep any record of you doing any wrong to me. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I don't think you've done any wrong to me. Except for the times you hit me. I'm kidding.
He's not kidding. There's a reason.
Okay, hold on. Let's continue the verse, right?
Yeah.
So, it does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. Ooh, that one resonates with me. It never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endures through every circumstance.
I like that last one.
Endures through every circumstance? Yeah. Whenever I think of that, that last part, it endures through every circumstance, I automatically think back to my past relationships. Mm. And then I don't know why I do this, but I ask myself the question, I bring myself back to that time, and I'm like, did I really love that person, or did that person really love me? Vice versa. Because love, apparently, according to the Bible, it endures every circumstance. So whatever circumstance I was in with that person, it's like, it obviously did not endure because we ain't together no more. Right? So it's one of those things where it's like, you ask yourself, did that person really love me? I guess this is what I believe. I believe they did love me at that time to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But not to this extent where it endures through every circumstance, right? Because obviously we're not together anymore, so it definitely didn't endure through that circumstance. But anyways, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? The question I wanted to bring up to you is, love is patient, right? Mm-hmm. So how patient I'm asking you, how patient do you have to be together with me on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 to 10. 0 being no patience, 10 being, man, I gotta have a hell of a lot of patience. Honestly. Actually, you can be brutally honest.
10.
No hesitation.
It's the same for me too. Vice versa. I'm sure I'm a 10 on your scale.
No, you're not. You are really, dude, the patience I have for you, I don't need that much patience.
You're built different.
What do you mean? You keep saying that. It's you're built different. What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just, again, looking back with my experience from past relationships, and maybe just even with not even a romantic relationships, just with friends or family, where it's I guess I'm just comparing. Don't compare. I guess comparing to with certain people, just the way they treated me, because you could tell they weren't
patient.
And I can't blame them because I'm also built different. So they did need a lot of patience. So question now I have is, if you were that other person, would you have enough patience for you? At that
Time?
no.
Okay. So that's why you understand why.
Yeah, so that's why, like, I'm not mad at them about that.
'Cause you
or
understand.
anything. Yeah, because like looking back, I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Dude, you're not, in all honesty, I don't need that much patience for you. I would honestly say at like a 6.
That's pretty normal.
I would say that's pretty good.
I don't know. I usually think like 5 is like you still need to have some patience.
Well, I think with everybody, you got to have some
I
patience.
guess.
Like for you, when I say a 6, I'll even say 5.5, 6 for you.
So
It's like I don't have to put effort or intentional effort to be patient with you. Kind of like how I have to put in that intentional effort with Datai.
okay.
That's what I mean, right? Like with you, I find your personality or things that you would find annoying and you would need patience for. I find those things charming about you. Like those are the things I like about you. Like how you like blind box. Like you're a kid at heart.
Yeah.
Right? You like blind boxes. Like today we went to Walmart. You like the little critters, the
Yeah.
Coleco critters or whatever.
Yeah, those are
and it's like you
great.
just like what you like.
Yeah.
Right? And I guess like you're probably thinking, oh, if I was with someone else, they would need like a lot of patience with me because I like these things.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like, well, then why are you even with that person in the first place? Like if you marry somebody, wouldn't you want to marry somebody who you like as well? Not just love,
Yeah.
right? Because love is a choice.
Yes.
But at the same time, you can love and hopefully like that person as well. Like, I guess the only thing I would have to put in some intentional patience with you would be like, it's not even a lot how slow you are. What? You even say it yourself. You're like, I'm sorry, I'm just slow, okay? But at the same time, I'm slow at things. Dude, I'm really slow at a lot of things. So I have that understanding where it's like, well, I ain't perfect either. So I don't even have to put in that much intentional patience.
Wait, can I add on now to my answer then? Like before when we got together, like yeah, I didn't really need like a 5 for like patience with you. But ever since the moment you said,
What?
I just love bugging you. That's when the patience went to 10.
Is it triggering?
It is triggering.
Well, okay. Would you have liked me to keep that to myself and just continue bugging you, or do you actually appreciate that I revealed that?
I don't know. Regardless, it changed.
So if I wouldn't have said that,
If you didn't, you weren't okay. You never bugged me like that before. I don't know what happened.
oh, we grew into our relationship. Like the more comfortable I am with you, I think this goes for any like relationship when it comes with their spouses or their girlfriend or their boyfriend, right, or their partner. It's like over time you get more comfortable with them, and it's like just these quirks of your personality or your
Yes.
character comes out. Where it's like I probably get it from Datai.
You do.
I just,
You do.
it's just like bugging you. I don't bug you in like in a way to annoy you, because my intention is not to annoy you. My intention is just to bug you because it makes me feel good. But it's never to annoy you to the point where you're pissed off.
But you still do.
Sometimes.
Anyway.
Are we getting better at this? We're getting better at this, right?
Sure.
Gee, thanks.
I love you.
I love you too.
Moving on.
Yeah. So love is patient. Love is kind.
Yes.
Would you say you're kind to me?
No.
Bro! Why? Because you always hit me?
Yeah.
You hit me in my balls? and I quote, I'm
That
gonna
is
hit your
not-
balls.
You're gonna cut that out from the video. My dad watches this.
Fine. I got balls of steel.
Oh, okay, anyway.
I'm kidding.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I think sometimes I'm like kind, depends.
I think you're very kind. What? I think
I don't know.
kindness. Okay, this is what I think of when I hear the word kind. I don't hear niceness. Kindness is something where you're just honest.
Oh, okay.
You'll tell me the truth even if it hurts me.
Okay.
Like, you're not afraid to hurt me
yeah.
if it's for the sake of, I need to tell you the truth in this, right? For example, you need to stop or else I'm going to hit your balls. That's kindness. Where niceness would just be like, you're just going to stay quiet and not say anything and just put up with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So I would totally say you're kind.
Okay.
Because I'm kind to, this is outside our relationship, I'm kind to my friends. Definitely not nice because I don't have a filter.
Yeah.
Like, I'll call people out and I'll be like, listen. And I think hopefully when I build that relationship with them, they'll understand that I'm coming from a pure motive. It's like, dude, I need to tell you this. Like, I ain't going to be nice about it, but I'm being kind and telling you the truth. That's it. You think I'm kind to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no filter.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta call you out in things that need to be called out. But at least, would you agree, I'm mindful of my words and how I deliver it.
Yes. And
Especially if it's something serious, like if it's a serious matter.
especially I do notice, like, let's say if you do know that you chose the wrong words, like immediately you would like just kind of
Backtrack and be like, I take that back.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way.
So I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah. See, I'm learning biblical principles.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you guys, the Bible has the answer to like all your relationship problems, okay? You just gotta read a little bit more. You gotta read a little bit more.
It's not just a one-time thing. You have to keep reading it.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget.
Or we miss it. It's like, it just goes over your head.
Yeah,
For me,
totally.
anyway, it
Oh,
does.
dude, there's a lot of things. Like, I think of this verse. I look at this verse 20 years ago. I've heard this verse dozens of times. You know what part I got up to? Mind you, I've read the whole verse so many times. I literally get up to, love is patient and kind. And that's the only thing that stuck. But I'll read the rest and I'll be like, good. I'm like, I got this verse down. Meanwhile, the only thing that sunk in was the first like, patient and kind. Like, sometimes, this is the thing with reading the Bible. It's like there is so much knowledge and principles in the Bible where we'll just absorb a little bit of a verse and then we'll kind of just be like, yep, I got it. But meanwhile, there's so much more to scripture,
Yeah.
the verse, the chapter, the book that we're reading, that we just let it go over our heads.
Yep.
Right? I think that happens for like a lot of Christians, even non-Christians, mostly Christians, because we're the ones who should be reading the Bible. Okay, going on to the next one. Okay, so love is not jealous or boastful or proud. I'm never really jealous. I don't think that's an issue with our... Oh, wait. Do you get jealous of anybody? Like, for me, I don't get jealous when you're with your friends. Jaden. Oh,
Jaden doesn't even like girls.
Kyle. I'm trying to think of all your guy friends. JR, Brian, Dino. Well, Brian's your brother. Do you have any guy friends?
I do.
You do? Okay, who? I mean, besides your online
I
ones.
don't talk to them anymore.
Why not?
as much. I don't know. We just kind of moved on.
Yeah, that's true. I don't talk to a lot of my friends from the past too, except for Team Hammer, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not really jealous of anybody. Even if you do meet new guy friends, like at school. Like, what's his name? Kyle? Joey? I'm naming off random guy names, man. But no, see, I've never really been jealous, the jealous type. No, because I figure if you're with me, I trust you to that extent, right? So yeah.
I hope so.
Oh yeah. You need to know that. Like,
Yeah.
You jealous of anybody? I think you've gotten a little jealous.
I have.
But then I always reassure you. I'm like, Liz, I choose you. You're like my Pokemon. You're my starter Pokemon. You're like my Pikachu.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, just a little bit before.
How about now? Do you find it's getting better? Or is it the same? I think it is. Because you're not as... This is the way
the reason why was some of them was because they had some story behind to it. Like, I don't remember the names. But remember there were like, I don't care here. There were some incidents, so it didn't help. And then,
Yeah.
there were times too, like on Instagram, because like you follow like those fitness
I've been doing that for years,
Yeah,
even before we got together.
When I look at it, it doesn't look like it's promoting fitness.
Dude, yeah,
Some.
Okay, mind you, all Instagrammers now, hey, look at my top. And then it's like just
What? Oh.
it's all butt pics. It's like, look at my socks.
Yeah, so it doesn't help. And I'm not familiar with the algorithm for Instagram. You know what's on my Instagram? It's of cats, blind boxes, funny memes.
Mine's funny memes. Dude, I sometimes get your Instagram feed.
That's great. I get yours too.
Yeah, wrestling moves. Actually, lately it's been wrestling moves. I don't know why.
I've been getting
wrestling moves?
No, I've been getting
Wrestling videos?
No. Stop trying to speak into my phone. Not that.
Stone Cold Stunner.
No, Kyle's funny memes. I actually, because every time I look, because you could see who likes it.
Oh yeah.
So like every time I'm like, so stupid, I look over, of course Kyle likes this. Or like with Josh, I'm like, this is not very appropriate.
But you know it's funny because Josh liked it.
Josh or it was Cliff. But it was Josh. Now it's been drifting off. Sometimes I kind of guess who
liked it first. Yeah, it's like this is their type of humor.
Yeah, so
or
a lot
whatever.
of it now is like my college friends.
Gotcha. I like your college friends. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Okay. It's not boastful or proud. You think I'm boastful? In a serious, like, hey, haha, look at me.
No.
I mean, I know I am in a jokingly way,
yeah.
but I don't mean anything
No.
by it. Yeah, I don't think you're like that at all, too.
No.
If anything, I want you to be a little bit more proud and not proud, but boastful.
I mean,
Boastful in a way where it's like your confidence, your self-confidence
Yeah.
in yourself.
yeah.
Because, dude, I boast about you all the time. Like, this is my wife. And I show pictures or videos and be like, yo, my wife is like this. She's great.
Yeah, I talk about you too.
What do you say?
It's either from me saying, look what, like literally today, like, look what Jimmy got me. Or sometimes like, Jimmy did this.
Gee, I do buy you a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
Things that you like.
Well, the thing is,
Within
though,
reason.
the thing is, though, I do notice, I feel like when I do share, like, stuff or about you and just how you are, and it may not seem like it's the norm.
What do you mean? It's like it's
you're just weird.
But I am just weird.
But
so
in a
you
lot
are
of
saying it,
ways.
yeah. But
But-
you are saying, you are explaining, or you're telling to your friends, whatever, who I am. Kind
Yeah.
of like how I tell to my coworkers, my friends, my colleagues, how you are.
I think, though, it does maybe
Mm-hmm.
influence them a little bit, though. It's like, this is what part of it of love should be, you know?
Just being yourself.
Yeah,
You're able to
'cause-
be yourself.
Yeah, and I keep emphasizing, like, after I say that, like, yeah, you're weird, like, I'm weird too, but that's what I love about it, because I'm like, I'm just comfortable with it, right? And then they see, like, how sometimes you spoil me, and then they're like, oh, man, that's really nice, and, like, they like it.
Yeah, because that's
Like,
genuinely
yeah.
how I am. Yeah,
So, you know, I feel like, in a way, there is some influence there.
that's good.
So, you're influencing them. You're influencer.
Indirectly.
Yeah.
Through your words. Through
Yeah.
your word. I think that's how it should be with all marriages.
Mhm.
Like, I think the world would be a better place if couples would speak highly of their partner.
Mhm.
Because in today's day and age, I believe like it's the complete opposite. They always speak or they pick bad parts to share about their partner to their friends. And I was like, well, why not cut that off and only share the good parts? It's like there's no reason for your friends or your colleagues or your coworkers to know the bad parts about your partner. Right? It's like, dude, you're with them. You're a representation in a way of who your partner is, because you and your partner are one now,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, why wouldn't you speak well
I
about them?
understand if not them. Sounds like an excuse. Like, let's say if they need to vent and they say the bad thing,
Oh yeah, totally.
but then it's like you should end it off with a good note. Where it's like, but you know, I still love them.
Yes.
Or something
Well,
like
that's
that,
the stuff that you
right?
would only share to your closer friends.
Yes.
Not
But
just
there's-
people that you've,
Yeah.
dude, people you've just met.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, ooh, like people you've just met or you've only known for like a couple days, a few weeks, a couple months. Those are things you should not share to those people,
Yeah.
right? Until they've actually even met your spouse, your partner. Then maybe even then,
But still,
I wouldn't.
it says a lot about you too, right? Because like, oh, should I be now worried how I kind of am towards you, right?
Well, I think if you already start speaking that way about your partner
that's
to
what I
other
mean.
people,
How
right?
much more they'll talk about or how you're gonna think of.
Well, I think it's a
person.
reflection of how you
Yeah.
view yourself as well.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think? Because if you're speaking badly about your partner,
Mm.
dude, because you're with that person, again, you two are one.
People
In a
say
way,
that.
you're reflecting that off from yourself to whoever you're telling those things to. Right? That's why this goes for anybody, so not just my partner. At work, I say this all the time. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything bad about this person. And I'll always choose something good because there is always something good, at least one thing
Yeah.
about everybody.
Yeah.
And I'll choose to say that, even if I got to repeat it every single time because that's the only good thing I can find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But once you get to know that person, you'll find more good things about that person and your focus shifts. So wherever your focus shifts, whether the bad things or the good things, that's what's going to keep coming out of your mouth. So with me, like, I'll just be like, I got nothing good to say, but I will say this, and then I'll say something good about that person.
Yeah.
Right? All right. What's next on the verse? Hold on. There's a lot to this. Okay, it's proud. It's not jealous, boastful, or proud, or rude. Oof. I'm kind of rude sometimes.
I feel like
I don't think that's rude. Like, I'm talking rude in a way where it's like, I don't do it on purpose. Like a fart, a burp,
I mean
it just comes out.
literally.
Like sometimes we'll just, that's a two. We'll just be like right now, I feel the need to burp. I'm just holding it in, but I know because I'm trying to hold it in, it'll just come out sometime. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. But no, it's because, again, it's the energy drinks or whatever I eat. Dude, I can literally drink like half a bottle of water and I'm gassy. I don't know why I'm like that. It's just the way it is. Are you holding in your breath? Ooh, it doesn't smell.
It does.
No, when you burp, it don't smell.
Yes, it does.
It does smell.
Yeah, depending on what I drink or ate.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Everyone. Okay, how would you intentionally do that?
you ate corn.
Out of all things, not even ice cap.
Oh, yeah, ice cap.
But
Am I rude? I don't think I am. I know you're not rude.
I mean, if you say for that context for rude, I guess it's just that. Like,
Am
depends.
I rude in a way where I always interrupt you in our conversations? Or do I actually, I let you speak, right? At least I think I try to let you speak and finish what you say.
I sometimes interrupt that, but that's not intentional. Sometimes.
Yeah, I know because you got like a lot to say. And meanwhile, I'm trying to get a thought out. I'll let you. I know, especially that usually happens right after work. It's like, okay, I know you, whatever it is you've been through, I know it's a lot and I know you just got to get it out. But I understand that. Where it's like, I'll let you interrupt me. It's fine.
Not bad.
It's fine. I get it. You think your mom does that to your dad?
Anyway, you were about to make me be rude for a second. Oh my gosh, I am rude.
Not towards me, though. It's terrible.
Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Mom. I love you.
It's okay. They love us too. Okay, so it's not rude. It doesn't demand. So love doesn't demand its own way. I don't always push my ways on you, right? If anything, I'm always asking, well, what do you want? Or what do you think? What do you want to do?
Yeah, and then I'm so indecisive and I get so overwhelmed.
I'm just pick whatever. But whatever it is you pick, I'm always like, cool. I don't change it, right? For example, what do you want to eat? I think this relates to like a lot of couples. Honey, what do you want to eat? Oh no, you choose. And then I'll say like pizza. And then the girl will be like, I don't want pizza. The guy's like, well, what? Right? Like whenever I say pizza, you're like, okay. Oh no, actually there are a few times where you'd be like, oh no, you wouldn't actually change what I would say. There are times where you're decisive and you're like, I want salad. And then I'll be like, I don't want salad. But I will say, all right, you can have salad, I'll have this. But then why don't you never want that?
So we're just craving salad. I don't know.
No, I mean you won't allow for you to have salad and I'll have something else.
Oh, because then your food overpowers my salad. Because anything overpowers my salad.
What do you? What?
Smell and stuff. Like when
Well, you don't have to be near me when you eat it. What do you mean the smell?
like it smells more delicious, and my craving changes.
Well, that's your fault. You want salad? I want pizza. You can eat your salad. I will eat my pizza. You got chicken, you got croutons, you got leaves, you got tomatoes. I got pizza.
That's rude.
How is that rude? I literally asked you, you want, like, what do you want? Salad? I don't want salad. But you can have salad. I'm going to have pizza.
Wait, I do sometimes still choose the salad over the pizza. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Okay, I thought like
But that's after we've had pizza for like 3 days in a row.
like to the point where it's like I'm craving something healthy.
Something to help. Yeah, not me. I still want pizza.
I thought you were gonna mention what happened today at Walmart.
What?
I was indecisive, and you're like, you choose one with the little critter.
Oh, with the little, yeah, you literally had to. Okay, so this is what happened. So we were at Walmart. We were just running some errands, and to make Bianca feel better, and to relieve some of her anxiety and stress, I told her, I'm like, listen, I know you have a lot on your plate, and I want to make you feel better. So I'm going to allow you to pick out a toy. So she likes the little critter toys, whatever. It's her thing. She collects these things, right? Calico critters is what they're called. Yeah. She calls them little critters, so I call them little critters. And so we go to the toy aisle, and she's literally picking, right? And she's going to pick one of the small ones, right? And then I saw a big one, like it was like a dollhouse with the little critters inside. Yeah. It was 10 times bigger than what she wanted. And I'm like, oh, you don't want that? And she's like, oh, now I don't know. And then I told her, I'm like, well, don't look at the price. Just which one do you want? She was so indecisive. She ended up calling her best friend. She's like, which one do I get? I stepped away. Like, yeah,
she understood my problems.
Yeah, I understand your problems too, but I'm not gonna make the decision for you. Like, I don't want to be that husband that always chooses for you.
So,
but feel free to call your friend. Like, I'm totally okay with that. It's like, which one should I get?
So the reason why I like to have the little ones is when they have like a cute little, I don't know which.
Oh, you're showing
camera.
this?
Yeah.
This camera.
Yeah, they have like a little, like the ones with the costumes and they're tiny. And then I make Jimmy drill holes in her head, like a hole in their heads.
Yeah.
And then I put it on here. Yeah. So there was like these two small ones I haven't seen. They're like cute cats, and they're like very cute. And then he offered like this big gigantic one. I literally had to call Natisha. And then she understood my problem.
Which one did you choose in the end?
I chose the big one. And she had a point.
What was her point? Dude, what was her point?
So she said, if I chose the little ones, like I know I would have still enjoyed it in the moment. But I did tell her, I'm like, if I get the big one, I was like, it's going to emphasize that Jimmy might get me more little critters. Because it's a full house, right? It's empty. It needs more little critters. So she's like, you're going to like enjoy this in the long run. Plus, I still have room to like display it on my little cubicle of wine boxes and plushies.
Okay, so where are you going to put this?
In the cubicle. And
oh, yeah, that's right. No, because I was looking under your desk. I'm like, I don't think you should put it under your desk. No, it's not. I think it's a little too big for your desk.
I might leave those guys still there.
That's fine.
Because they're already, you know how hard I put the tax in? I'm not removing it.
I enjoyed watching you do it. You're like a kid. It's like you're reliving your childhood that you weren't able to relive because you guys didn't have that much money back then. Yeah. So now that you're an adult with disposable income, it's like, I'm going to enjoy all those things I valued as a kid, but I wasn't able to buy. I think a lot of adults, when they get into their 20s, 30s.
When they have monies.
Yeah, it's like, now I can enjoy the things that I wanted to enjoy back when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's great. I got made fun of.
What? By who?
Some of my class. Well, they
were jealous.
They were just low-key judging me. I had to like remove this. I'm like, sorry guys, I need to move my phone because this was kind of stabbing me. And they're like, what the heck is that? I'm like, my phone.
I find it adorable.
Yeah.
I find it cute and adorable that you like things that you like. Yeah. So let's keep moving on to this verse. It does not demand its own way. It's not irritable.
Ooh, am I irritable?
No, I think that would go under like annoying too, or yeah, annoying. You're not annoying. You're not irritable to me. Am I annoying or irritable to you?
No.
Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, this is what I mean. Ugh. Am I like annoying or irritable to you? On purpose?
No. Wait. No.
Well, when I bug you, yeah. But okay, if I'm having a terrible day or a day where it's just like, and I get up to bug you, just know I'm trying to position myself in a way where I can love you better, so I'm not so down in the dumps.
Wait, don't I get irritable to you or annoying when I start like hitting you because you're bugging me?
Nah. I don't know. That doesn't bother me.
Oh.
I just laugh at you because I'm like, I think at this time I am bugging you. So it's like, so that's not even crossing my mind. There are times you've been hitting me, and then I'll be like, "Oh, you're hitting me," but mind you, you've been hitting me for the past like 15 minutes.
Well, I will say this, but I know sometimes it does make you feel better. It does make me happy a little bit, just a little bit.
That I'm like relieving my
Yeah.
sadness or my down in the dumpsness.
Yeah.
I'm glad you understand.
Yeah.
What else is there? It keeps no record of being wronged. I can't think of anything that how you've wronged me. I don't think you've ever wronged me. And this is a perfect and prime example of it keeps no records of being wronged. Because I'm like, I can't remember anything. If there's one good thing in our relationship is we're so forgetful whenever like we've wronged the other person. Dude, I can't think of anything.
Like, I know you bug me, but I want to consider that
Wronging
wrong.
you.
No.
Like really, yeah. Like, have you ever wronged me?
Because even ever, like, let's say, like, if we, like, bicker or something, like, the next, after maybe 30 minutes later, you hungry? You want pizza?
Yeah, I totally forgot what we were bickering about. I'm like, yeah.
It's really cute because eventually one of us will, like, either bug the other person. And then that's when we kind of open up. And then, if depending on what the situation is, and then we apologize. And then we're just back to normal.
We're back to normal.
Yeah. The only time I noticed when I guess it's more serious. It's not even more serious. It's when we're exhausted. I find that's probably.
Oh, yeah. When we're physically and mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
If it's a combination of both. Because I'm okay if it's just mentally exhausted or physically exhausted.
I'm not.
But if it's both, for you, it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's one or the other. It's less times than not, both for me. But for the most part, it's one or the other, mentally or physically exhausted. Mind you, when I'm physically exhausted, because that's how tired I am.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm mentally exhausted, I just need to like veg out on my phone and watch memes or watch anime or something, right?
Yeah.
But for you, it's mostly both.
It's always both.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I get you little critters.
Yeah, and the line boxes.
Yes, and wine boxes.
Yeah, especially still looking for that LOL Hello Kitty. But people always hide the Hello Kitty stuff. Anyway, that's a whole different topic.
I could tell you why, but yeah. Okay. Verse 6. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We rejoice. Yep. Totally agree with that. I can't think of any situations where, well, we've never really wronged each other. And if we have, I don't remember. So I'm going to that next part. Love rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Can you think of a time when the truth has won out in our lives? Not just in our relationship, maybe a certain aspect of your life. And we celebrated. We not celebrated, but we rejoiced. We were happy.
I need to think of an example. I'm not sure. I feel like there has. I just
there totally is for you.
Yeah.
The ones that come like directly to mind is your work situations.
Oh.
It's like when you were right about something and you they were wrong about something. And the thing is, you're not being proud about it. You're just like, listen, this is just the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And it's like, hooray! And it's like, see, you were right about it. You need to stand on that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we rejoice about those things. At least I do.
Blanked out in my mind. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot with you, where you'll have disagreements with your coworkers or management, and you'll be like, this is why I disagree with this. And then in the end, it'll be like, oh, Precious was right. It was like, yeah, we weren't trying to be right just for the sake of, you know, hey, look at me, I'm right about this. It's like, but that's just the truth of the matter, right? And we rejoice in that. Well, at least I do, for you anyways.
I'm like, I don't try to do it in like an ill way when I'm saying like, because you know, there's some people, they just want to say that they're right.
Just for the ego, pride, yeah. But that's the thing, you're not egotistic or prideful.
Yeah, and then if I'm wrong, like I'll like say like, oops, like
my bad, I was totally wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
so sorry. Yeah, I'm like that too. It's like, oh crap, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again. Right? And that's it. Like you just leave it at that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, my favorite. Love never gives up, never loses faith. I've never given up on you. Ever.
I hope not.
Well, ever since you were a kid, I've never given up on you. I mean, I still kept that relationship with you, even though, you know, it would be every 8 months. Hey, this is before I had like feelings for Bianca.
Can you like emphasize that's not grooming you? Because some people don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, so our family, I feel like I've repeated this so many times. Our families are family friends. So like we grew up in church. And there are times where, because I'm busy with my life, I wouldn't speak to Bianca for like 8 months or a year at a time. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes just randomly she would come to my mind because I'd see her brothers or whatever. I'd be like, oh, I wonder how Bianca's doing. Let's give her a call, see how she's doing. Mm-hmm. Because I knew at one point, all you did was just work. Yeah. And I kind of feel bad for her. Let's see what she's up to. Hey, you want to get tacos and play some video games? Kind of unwind. Actually, now I remember. So a lot of those times I did call you up, it was actually because of your mom. Because I'd spend a lot of time with your mom, right? Like sometimes I'd pick her up. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. So sometimes I'd pick her up from, not from work, but from church or whatever, because we were in the praise and worship team together.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And she would just open up to me about things. A lot of it was work and with you. And she'd always say, yeah, Bianca's always working this. She's really hardworking and this. Like she would speak highly of you. Mm-hmm. But in my head, I'm thinking, God damn, this girl has like no social life. And I'm like, is she even enjoying life? Like, she has no breaks. Mm-hmm. So those times I would remember because your mom, I don't know if she realized what she was doing, but I took it in a way where it's like, dude, you're totally overworking her.
Yeah, I think she didn't understand.
No, she just saw it as, my daughter works hard. I'm proud of her, which is a good thing. But I took it as, I think she needs a break. So I just give you a call. I'd be like, oh, what are you doing? 9 times out of 10, you'd be like, I'm working. So I'd be like, yo, when you off? And it's like, you want to get tacos and play video games? And it's like, yeah, sure. And I think we did get tacos, play video games. And I think a few of those times your brothers joined in too, like Cliff. Mm-hmm. So that is like the relationship. That's the dynamic of our relationship back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to make things clear.
And like normally too, like you'd be in a relationship as well.
Yeah, at that time, I would already have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And thank God my girlfriends were not jealous, especially of you. I mean, they were probably jealous of, like, other people. But definitely not you. That sounds terrible. Yeah, they weren't jealous of you.
One of his exes, though, like, I loved her. I don't want to give names.
I thought you loved the other one,
too. The one that I was like, oh, she's so cool.
Too.
I liked her more because she was like a nerd.
Oh, so she was like kind of like, into the things that you were into.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And she's pretty. I mean, your exes were all pretty, but like.
I ended up with the prettiest one. Ah!
Who?
You.
So stupid. But anyway, going back to the verse.
Yeah, love is where is it? Love never gives up. It never loses faith. I don't think I've ever lost faith in you. If anything, it's just built up more. Like, especially in your abilities and what you can do and what you can accomplish. I remember there were times where, remember that time? I don't know why. I think you asked me because your mom asked you to ask me. Hey, I have an interview.
Oh, okay.
You draw me. Mind you, we haven't. So when you called me, this was a random call. Hey, I have an interview for pharmaceuticals or whatever. And we did not talk. Like, when you called me that day and asked for a ride, we haven't spoken to each other in like 9 months.
Yeah.
It was just a random call. Hey, can you give me a ride? Again. That's the type of relationship we have. Where it's like, I haven't spoken to you in like 9 months, but yo, can you give me a ride to my pharmaceuticals interview? Like, sure.
I remember that.
I remember it because it was so random.
Yeah.
And it's like, what day is it? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. Well, I think I'm like that with a lot of people that I know. It's like, if you need my help, and I tell everybody this, and I'm like, if you need my help, just let me know. 9 times out of 10, I will say yes. Right? And that's just the way I am. That's the way my brother is and my sister is too. Right? It's like, you just got to ask, because if you don't ask,
how would I know?
yeah.
Right?
Right? Yeah. That's what it is. It's okay. So love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures every circumstance. I think that was the first one we talked about. It endures every circumstance. So now that we're married, dude, we are totally going to get through every circumstance. And the thing I want to fortify or solidify in your heart and your head is, no matter what happens, and I hope you know this, I think you know this, but I hope 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you know this even more, that no matter what circumstances we go through or you go through, right, I'm always going to be there. I ain't going nowhere. You stuck with this.
Need a thumbnail.
Maybe. That's gonna be your thumbnail. I'm gonna put this photo in there. Okay. So to end this off, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much you love me? 1 being 0, or 1 being I don't love you at all. 10 being I love you so much with all my heart. 100. So when I say 100, we have this cute thing I started where she'll ask me, how much do you love me? And then I'll say 100, meaning 100. And I remember the first time I said that, you said, out of what? And I'll just be like, nothing, just 100. Out of what? That's it. Like, that's it. And she's come to terms with that. Yeah, where it's like, that's what it is. How much do you love me? 100. Wow. That's a lot. It is a lot. So on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you love me? Wow. That's a lot. How fast are you? Really fast. Oh, that's a stupid meme. That's an inside joke, guys. That's an inside joke. Wait, ask me, how much do you love me?
How much do you love
100.
me? Wow.
But I think it goes without saying, even if I don't say that, the conversations we have like this, even when we're in bed, right? Dude, we always have these conversations in bed before we go to sleep. It goes to show, without even saying, that's how much I love you. Just the mere fact I can have those conversations with you, those honest, lighthearted, I think that's the right word, right? Lighthearted conversations that we have with each other. Period. Yeah. Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I think.
Any questions for me? Ooh, you got me on the spot.
Are we done?
I mean, if you want to be, yeah, we done. That's it. We went through the verse.
I don't know.
I'm just letting you put me on the spot, if anything. I don't mind being put on the spot. A lot of the times, nobody ever puts me on the spot, but when people put me on the spot, it's like I excel at it.
Yeah, it's only like during, let's say, an event or presentation, I just put you on the spot. Like before with Sunday school, like, okay, Jimmy, pray. Okay, Jimmy, help me with this.
I think God gave me the gift where I can just think on my feet.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
And
That's why I have you.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
You're
at
the
it.
type where you have to prepare.
I need
I'm
to
the type who can kind of wing it.
Yeah. I literally, at placement, had to ask my preceptor to write it down for me
Uh-huh.
on a piece of napkin I found because I didn't know what to say for something. I had to get a script.
That's fine. You need cue cards. That's what you need. Not napkins. You need cue cards.
I need a full paper.
Dude, just have a tablet. Just have a tablet.
Like, even when I have presentations, I'm like, I don't care. Everyone has their cue cards. I need a whole document.
Oh, that's fine. Again, if that's how slow you are, that's how slow you are. Dude, I'm slow too in certain things. That's what I love about you, though. Because I can literally look at your face and I can see you processing everything through your expression. You have concentration face. Everybody has a concentration face.
What does mine look like? What's your concentration?
I don't know. You tell me. I can't look at my own face. Oh yeah, I do stick out my tongue. That's true. All right, we'll end it off here. So with that being said, okay, again, everybody, thank you for joining us on the Veggie Bob podcast. I'm Jimmy. This is my wife, Bianca. Until next time, we only got 2 cameras now. Peace.
Don't do that.
Peace.
Oh, God.
All right, we out.
This is a medium close-up shot. This is what you want it to look like on a template that is just a medium close-up.